In today's hyper-social, digitally driven world, there's a growing perception that the Sigma male archetype has lost its appeal. The quiet, independent man who once symbolized mysterious strength and self-possession now seems to be fading into the background of modern dating preferences. But what's really happening here? Is the Sigma male genuinely less attractive, or has our definition of attractiveness become distorted by contemporary social dynamics? Today, we're exploring the complex reasons why Sigma males appear less desirable in today's dating landscape, and why this says more about society than about the Sigma male himself. One, the tyranny of constant connectivity. We're living in the age of perpetual connection, where responsiveness has become confused with caring. Social media, messaging apps, and dating platforms have created an expectation of immediate, constant availability. The person who doesn't respond within hours, or sometimes minutes, is often labeled as disinterested or emotionally unavailable. The Sigma male's natural communication rhythm clashes dramatically with these modern expectations. He values quality over quantity in communication, depth over frequency. He might take days to respond to a message, not because he's uninterested, but because he's processing thoughtfully or engaged in deep work. He won't provide the constant digital validation that has become the currency of modern dating. In a world that mistakes rapid response times for genuine interest, his measured approach to communication can be misinterpreted as indifference, making him seem less attractive to those conditioned to expect constant digital attention. 2. The performance economy of modern dating. Modern dating has become increasingly performative. Dating profiles are personal branding exercises, first dates are carefully curated performances, and relationships are often displayed as social proof on digital platforms. The entire process has become externalized, focused more on how the relationship appears to others than how it actually feels to the participants. The Sigma male fundamentally rejects this performance-based approach to connection. He doesn't craft an appealing dating profile because he finds the entire concept disingenuous. He won't perform romance for social media validation. He approaches dating with the same authenticity he brings to every other aspect of his life. In an environment that rewards performance over substance, his genuine approach can seem lackluster compared to more theatrical suitors who understand how to work the system. 3. The misinterpretation of emotional regulation. There's a growing cultural narrative that equates emotional expressiveness with health and emotional regulation with repression. The Sigma male's natural emotional stability, his ability to process feelings internally rather than performing them externally, is often pathologized as emotional unavailability or avoidance. What's actually a sign of emotional maturity and self-sufficiency is frequently misread as coldness or inability to connect. His steady emotional presence doesn't provide the dramatic highs and lows that many have come to associate with passion. In a culture that often confuses emotional turbulence with depth of feeling, his calm consistency can be mistaken for disinterest or lack of passion, making him seem less appealing to those who interpret emotional drama as proof of investment. 4. The fear of the unmanipulatable man. Modern dating culture often unconsciously relies on certain manipulative dynamics: the strategic waiting to text back, the carefully managed jealousy, the testing behaviors designed to gauge interest level. These tactics work because they play on common insecurities and needs for validation. The Sigma male is largely immune to these games. His self-worth is internally generated, making him resistant to manipulation through social validation. He won't chase, won't play along with tests, and won't provide the emotional roller coaster that some mistake for chemistry. For someone accustomed to having certain emotional levers to pull, the Sigma male can feel like a locked door with no handle. This lack of handles, the inability to manipulate his interest level or emotional state through conventional dating games, can make him seem less appealing to those who derive security from feeling they can control the dynamics of a relationship. 5. The overstimulation of modern sensibilities. We live in an era of unprecedented sensory and informational overload. Social media feeds deliver constant novelty, Dating apps provide endless options, and entertainment platforms offer immediate gratification. This environment has trained many people to expect high levels of external stimulation in all areas of life, including relationships. The Sigma male offers a different experience, one of calm, depth, and meaningful connection rather than constant excitement. His presence is grounding rather than stimulating. His conversation is substantive rather than flashy. His approach to romance is built on gradual discovery rather than dramatic gestures. In a culture addicted to dopamine hits from notifications, likes, and matches, the quiet, steady energy of the Sigma male can feel underwhelming to those accustomed to higher levels of relational drama and intensity. What might be profound depth of character feels like boredom to an overstimulated nervous system. 6. The commodification of romantic potential. Dating apps have transformed relationships into a marketplace, and in any marketplace, products need clear, immediately apparent value propositions. Profiles highlight achievements, social proof, lifestyle aesthetics, and easily digestible personality traits. The system favors those who can present compelling, quickly understandable value. The Sigma male's most attractive qualities aren't easily packaged into a dating profile or apparent in initial interactions. His depth, integrity, observational intelligence, and unique perspective reveal themselves gradually through consistent interaction. His value proposition is complex and requires time and attention to appreciate. In a fast-paced dating economy that operates on quick scans and instant judgments, his subtle strengths are often overlooked in favor of more immediately apparent, though often more superficial, qualities. 7. The misalignment with contemporary feminism. Modern feminism, in some of its popular expressions, often emphasizes female empowerment through visibility, vocal assertion, and public success. While these are valuable goals, this framework can sometimes create an implicit preference for partners who are highly visible, socially dominant, or who operate within conventional success frameworks. The Sigma male's quiet power, his operation outside traditional hierarchies, and his indifference to social validation can be misinterpreted as lack of ambition or disengagement. His strength is internal and often private rather than performative and public. This can create a disconnect with partners who have been conditioned to look for more visible, conventional markers of success and engagement. The apparent decline in the Sigma male's attractiveness reveals less about his inherent value and more about how our social and technological environment has reshaped our perceptions of what's desirable. We've created a dating culture that often rewards performance over authenticity, visibility over depth, and immediate gratification over sustainable connection. The Sigma male hasn't become less attractive. The market has simply become saturated with louder, more immediately gratifying alternatives that better match our accelerated, attention-deficient times. His qualities, authenticity, depth, integrity, emotional stability, are timeless and represent the foundation of truly sustainable relationships. Those who eventually recognize the value of the Sigma male often do so after growing weary of the performance and games that characterize modern dating. They discover that what initially seemed like disinterest was actually respect for their autonomy, what appeared to be emotional distance was actually emotional maturity, and what looked like lack of passion was actually the steady burn of genuine connection rather than the flash fire of performative romance. The Sigma male remains exactly who he has always been, a man of substance in a world increasingly obsessed with surface. His appeal was never meant to be universal, but for those who can appreciate it, it represents something rare and precious. The possibility of a relationship built on truth rather than performance, on mutual respect rather than mutual neediness, and on genuine connection rather than social convenience. If you're interested in understanding more about the enduring strengths of this archetype, I recommend watching our video. 8 Sigma male traits that are impossible to fake.